In the heart of West Africa, where the sun kissed the golden savannas and the rivers whispered ancient secrets, lived a humble man named Bolu. Known as the prayer warrior, Bolu's life was an enigma. He was neither a prophet nor a priest, yet whispers of his mysterious power echoed through the villages. Those who crossed his path were forever changed, but few knew the true source of his strength. Bolu was a cobbler by trade, repairing worn-out shoes in the bustling marketplace of Akuru. Despite his modest life, strange occurrences followed him. Farmers saw their barren lands flourish after a simple conversation with him. Merchants noticed their fortunes change overnight. Yet Bolu never took credit. "It's the grace of God," he would say with a serene smile. One day, Akuru was thrown into turmoil. The ambitious Governor Otieno announced a controversial plan to seize ancestral lands for a massive, foreign-backed development project. Protests erupted, but the governor was unmoved. Desperate for a solution, the villagers turned to Bolu. "We need your help, Bolu," pleaded Mama Abena, a respected elder. "The governor listens to no one." Bolu nodded thoughtfully. "I'll pray about it," he said simply. But what the villagers didn't know was that Bolu's prayers were unlike any other. Every night, after the marketplace grew silent, Bolu retreated to a hidden cave on the outskirts of Akuru. There he knelt on the cold, hard ground, praying fervently for hours. His knees bore calluses from years of unrelenting devotion. "Lord," he whispered one night, "guide me to be your instrument." One fateful night, as Bolu prayed, the cave was illuminated by a blinding light. A voice, calm yet commanding, filled the space. "Bolu, your faith pleases me. Go to the governor's palace. There you will find what you seek." Bolu awoke the next morning with a newfound resolve. He told no one of his vision, but set out for the governor's mansion. At the mansion gates, guards barred his entry. "The governor has no time for cobblers," they sneered. Undeterred, Bolu knelt on the ground right there and began to pray. Hours passed, and the guards mocked him. But as the sun began to set, a curious thing happened. The governor's daughter, Amara, spotted Bolu through her window. "Who is that man?" she asked her maid. "Just a cobbler," came the reply. But something about Bolu's quiet determination intrigued Amara. She convinced her father to meet him. Reluctantly, Governor Otieno agreed. In the grand hall, Bolu knelt before the governor. "What do you want?" Otieno asked, his tone impatient. "Not for myself," Bolu replied, "but for your heart to be softened toward the people." The governor laughed. "And what makes you think your prayers can change me?" Bolu's response was calm. "Not my prayers, but God's will." As he spoke, a sudden tremor shook the room. Chandeliers swayed and portraits fell from the walls. The governor, shaken, demanded to know what was happening. "This is a sign," Bolu said, his voice steady. "Your plans will bring ruin unless you seek justice." Over the following weeks, strange events plagued the governor. Deals with foreign investors fell through. His health began to fail. Desperate, he summoned Bolu. "What must I do?" Otieno asked, his arrogance replaced by desperation. "Pray," Bolu said simply. "Kneel before God and seek his guidance." Reluctantly, the governor followed Bolu to the hidden cave. For the first time in years, Otieno knelt and prayed. Days turned into weeks, and as he prayed, he began to change. His heart softened, and he called off the development project. Instead, he invested in local initiatives, earning the love and respect of his people. Bolu's story spread far and wide. The Kneeling King, as Governor Otieno came to be known, credited his transformation to the power of prayer. Inspired by Bolu's humility and unwavering faith, communities across the region began to value the simple act of kneeling in prayer. Thank you for watching The Kneeling King. Subscribe to our channel for more stories that inspire and uplift.